Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Connect. Once again guys, thank you all so very much for spending part of your day with me. Guys, on today's segment of Memories of Macedonia, we're going to be making something quite luxurious, something that you might not want to eat on the regular. It's a lovely, lovely treat. Guys, what we're having today is called Sirenje Furna. And basically what that translates to is cheese in an oven. Sometimes you might see this as Sirenje topenia or topenia Sirenje, which basically means melted cheese. This is kind of regional. I think the best city in Macedonia that has this dish, it would be in Bitola, where you can usually find this in pizzerias. Guys, this is a luxurious and rich side or meal to share with someone usually. I can never eat a whole one myself, but maybe you can. So guys, without further ado, let's get in the kitchen and make amazing Sirenje Furna. Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen countertop. As usual guys, I will put all of the ingredients that I'm using below in the description bar. Click show more. As far as the amounts go guys, it's really up to your personal taste and of course how many of these you're going to make. So obviously Sirenje is cheese. So here I have a variety of 3 cheeses. Number 1, you're going to want Kashkaval. Guys, you can source Kashkaval in most good cheese shops or cheesemongers or in a specialty grocery store. It has a beautiful nutty smell, or taste rather, and it melts really, really well. Now, I'm using a sheep and milk Kashkaval, and that's the best that I think for this. Over here, guys, I have what we call bello Sirenje, or Feta cheese, basically. I'm breaking it up because it's very, very soft. It's a young feta. I'm gonna have a little bit of a taste. And it's not too salty. Try not to get an overly salty cheese, guys. Then what I have here, this is made in a village. It's a soft, I should say young cheese. This happens to be made with cow's milk. Again, you can use cow's milk or you can use sheep and cow. This cheese is a little bit more saltier, just slightly, but it has a really nice tang to it. So you have creamy, nutty, melty, and a tangy. Guys, if you can't get something that's tangy like this, maybe you can try a bit of cream cheese if you can't find something that's tangy, and you might want to add a little bit of salt to the cream cheese. So these are the 3 cheeses that we're going to use. In addition to that, we're going to use a little bit of passata. You can use your favorite spaghetti sauce, tomato sauce, even pizza sauce. It's up to you. I'm just going to doctor this up with a little bit of salt. Not too much because there's just cheese in here, guys. And some freshly cracked pepper. And just a little bit of, whoop, spilling it everywhere, oregano. Just a bit. And I'll give that a mix. So this is the elements that we're going to need for our Sirenje Furna. However, guys, this is where you can add additional things. If you'd like, you can add cooked crumbled bacon, mushrooms, both, ham and mushrooms, sauteed peppers. Guys, it's really up to you. This is the classic, and this is what I like. But nowadays in the restaurants, they do have some other variations. They'll have some fancy names to them too, like shepherds or hunters. But this is the basic idea, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and assemble it first. Alright guys, it's time to assemble our Sirenje Furna. All right, so what I have done is shredded our Kashkaval, shredded our young cheese, and basically crumbled, shredded the creamy feta. Okay, so first thing you want to do is get some of your sauce and place a bit on the bottom. Guys, please don't use ketchup. I know there's a couple of recipes out there that use ketchup. Yeah, don't use ketchup. It's too sweet. Okay. The first cheese we're going to put down is our feta. And we're going to kind of mash it in there a little bit. Not completely mashed down, but you want to make sure it's kind of in one layer. Hoping you can see that. Okay. Very good. Then I'm going to put a light layer of Kashkaval. Give it a little bit of a push down. And then we're going to put in our young cheese. This cheese is lovely. Like so. And at this point, guys, if you're using some bacon or mushroom or any other combination, you can add a bit of layer of that. So then what I'm going to do is put on a little bit of oregano. And a little bit of our sauce. I guess it's kind of like a lasagna with no noodles. Alright, very good. Then I'm going to repeat and add some of the feta. A little bit more here. Just crumble it in. Like I said, guys, this is not something that you're going to eat on the reg. It is a treat. It's quite decadent and rich. However, this is a great starter. One of these, seriously, guys, can be shared amongst two people. It really can. And then a little bit of the young cheese. Like so. Give it a little bit of a push. Very nice. And then a little bit more oregano if you like. Just a bit. And then you're going to pile on Kashkaval. Kashkaval, guys, as I said, is a very nice, nutty, and very good melting cheese. And don't be shy with this, guys. I mean, it's all cheese. So, you know, if you say, oh, I'm just going to put a little bit of this, you're still eating cheese, guys. So, all right. Now, typically this is served in Macedonia with like a sesame coated pita, bread of sorts. And that's what I'm going to serve this with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this aside for now while we prepare our pita. And once the pitas are prepared, we can bake them, or if you're using store-bought, just have them heated up in the oven, and then we'll go ahead and bake our Sirenje Furna. Now, if you have a lid for this, you can pop the lid on, or just cover it with some tin foil. But initially when you want to put it in, you want to put it in like this. If it gets too brown Pop your lid on, and then in the last few minutes, take it off to get it brown and bubbly. All right, guys, I'm gonna set this aside and get our pita ready. All right, guys, we're gonna move on with our pita. Guys, this will be the most simplest dough you've ever made in your life. This is my 2-ingredient dough. Well, 3 if you include salt. Guys, this makes great pizza. It makes good bread. You can use it for so many things. What I have in this bowl is 2 cups of self-rising flour. I'm gonna add a bit of salt, pink Himalayan. This is optional. About a teaspoon. And I'm gonna add 1 cup of plain yogurt. That's it, guys. Seriously. Sorry for the noise. Go ahead and mix this up together. The great thing about this dough, guys, you do not need to let it rest. You don't need to let it rise. You could let it rest for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour. It's up to you. The great thing about it is that it's ready to use now. I have some extra flour on hand just in case I need it, and a little bit of yogurt just in case I need it, but usually this works. So I'm going to switch to my hand and pull this into a ball, and when that's done, I'll bring you back. Guys, it's amazing how quickly this really does come together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flour my board, and I'm going to give this a knead for about 4 to 5 minutes or so, guys, until it goes into a nice soft ball. And then we'll go ahead and start making our pitas. All right, guys, our dough is nice and soft, no longer that sticky. So what I'm gonna do is roll this into a bit of a log, trying to keep it as even as I can. And I'm gonna cut this into 4 equal pieces. That looks good. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just form these into a bit of a ball by pushing and pulling under, like so. Go. Just going to flour my board a bit, my rolling pin a bit. And we'll start forming our pitas. Guys, these pitas are not very thick, but you don't want them like a cracker either. Like I said, this dough is great because you don't have to wait for it to rise or anything like that. You'll be amazed, guys. And this makes really great pizza dough as well. Alright, so you want to roll out a circle, guys, basically. That looks great. Now, get yourself a parchment-lined baking sheet, because once you do the next step, you want to transfer it over there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some slits in here. Maybe about an inch apart. Okay, and I'm going to transfer that to my baking tray, and I'll show you what I do with it then. Alright guys, I have 2 of my pita on my parchment paper lined baking tray, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and brush on some melted butter or margarine, whatever you prefer, whatever you have, because this is an easy recipe guys. 2 ingredient dough. And it smells good already. I can smell the yogurt has, when it activates with the the self-rising flour, it gives it that classic yeasty bread smell. Okay, that's good enough. Then what you're gonna wanna do guys is liberally, and I mean liberally, sprinkle these with sesame seeds. When you eat these in Macedonia, it's kind of messy because the sesame seeds are getting all over the table, but that's what makes it fun. And I'm going to put these in an oven at 200 Celsius, just until they're crisped and browned, and then I'll take them out, and you can set them aside. And then place our Sirenje Furna in there. And what you're going to want to do guys is you're going to want to cook your cheese until it's obviously melted. If it's cooking too quickly, like I said, cover it with tin foil or the lid, and then in the last few minutes of cooking, you're going to want to remove the tin foil or the lid, and then get it nice and browned and bubbled, golden. Alright guys, I've waffled on way too long. These are going in the oven pronto, and we'll see you when they're ready. Guys, my pita is out of the oven. They look fantastic. What I want to do now is just lightly brush the tops with a bit more melted butter. I will bake off the other 2. Guys, this took not even 10 minutes, seriously. It took very, very quickly. Quick time. I'll set these aside. I'll pop in the cheese. And when that's all done, I'll bring you back and we'll eat. Hey guys, our cheese in the oven dish is all done. Our pita's all done. It's hot. Let me go ahead and try a piece. I'm hoping. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh, yes. Perfect. Let me try this. Oh, it's so stringy. Oh! Oh, look at that. Pull. Hot. Oh. Guys, this is amazing. And the pita bread is perfect with it. It's hot. Gooey and chewy. You can taste Just a little bit of saltiness from that cheese, the nuttiness from the Kashkaval. I know I dropped it, but because it was hot. A little bit of tomato. It's perfect, guys. Like I said, this is really good to share with people or as a starter. Guys, thank you so much for watching this segment of Memories of Macedonia here with the Euro Cooking Canuck. Please like, share my videos, comment down below. I comment back to all of you guys. My Facebook page will be below. And this tastes like the streets of Bitola to me. Try this, guys. You will love it. Even if you don't do the pita, buy store-bought pita if you want. Brush it with some butter, add some sesame seeds, pop it in the oven to toast it up a bit. You'll love this. Thank you guys so much. This is a winner. We'll see you next time here at the Euro Cooking Canuck on Memories of Macedonia. Hvala mnogo, ajde prijetno, ajde čao.